Good evening, and welcome to Anna to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. So glad to have you here this evening. Uh, I am once again welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, encourage. I'm trying to get my lighting right here, and empower you to live a healthier lifestyle. So, as a retired school teacher, author, educational consultant, jury consultant, a health consultant, and a certified cake instructor, I bring a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversations. Each episode, we dive into topics that enrich your life, from educational and personal development to health, wellness, and of course, the art of jewelry. Join me as we explore inspiring stories, expert insights, and practical advice to help you live a blessed and fulfilling life. Thank you again for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, where every conversation is a treasure. All right, y'all. Let's get started. You know, I always have a some housekeeping things to do before I get started. So I do. I'm having one of those summers, but I do want to let you know that I do have a website. This is my bit. It is my website, and you can contact me there. You can also contact me at ctrmedianetwork.com/sweet blessings. I have a website there, and also you can also get my pricing and everything there when you go to ctrmedia. I know you ask, why do you need the pricing? Well, in my program, I do have advertising and sponsors and commercial and guest slots. So if you're interested in any of those things, by all means, reach out to me at Lacine1 uh, at gmail.com, because that is my email if you have any questions or anything like that. Now, I do other things, you all, and I do go live on Instagram, as well as I also go live on, I'm going to put my Facebook. I have a new Facebook account. I do go live. This is my Facebook account. Oh, it's a lot of things, but I do go live during the week with my jewelry collection. And so, if you want to tune into those things, by all means, you can reach out there as well. And I do have take this out, but I do have a YouTube channel, you all, and this is my YouTube channel. If you get a chance, hop over there. I'm streaming live now there, but if you get a chance, hop over there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate that. Is what I am basically. You know, you have to pick one goal and work on it, and I picked that. That was my two things I wanted to do this year in my social media, was to build my Instagram account as well as my YouTube. So that is why I'm asking everyone to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thank you in advance for that. And I think that is all of the housekeeping and everything that I need to do before we get started. But I do want to remind you that Sweet Blessings is all about the whole individual. And we want to look at that individually, socially, physically, mentally, financially, emotional, and as well as spiritually. So this evening we are going to be talking about, it's the beginning of the month, y'all. It's October. And if you know anything about October, it is just full of all kinds of things. So we're going to take a brief commercial. And then when I come back, we're going to get into the Chris days and Chris nights, exploring fall. Okay. So just hold on a few moments here. All right, here we go.
Join the She Trucking Foundation today and be a part of a supportive community of women in the trucking industry. Unlock exclusive access to valuable resources, including mentorship, educational workshops, and networking opportunities. Whether you're an experienced professional or just starting your trucking journey, She Trucking is here to empower you and help you thrive. Visit www.shetrucking.com to join us and drive your trucking career to new heights.
Well, welcome back to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And I am the host of Sweet Blessings. I know a lot of people are looking, Monday there was an award show before I could get ready to go get into my spiel. But Monday there was an award show, and I want to take this time to, because I didn't say it, but Sweet Blessing is an award-winning podcast. And they had Monday, which was the 30th, was an International Podcast Day. And so I received an award. I was one of the top podcasters for CTR Media Network. And so I'm very proud. So this is my plaque, and I have a certificate as well. I didn't bring that out, but I wanted everyone to see, because it is because of you that I was able to receive that plaque. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me bring up my presentation on festival, or Chris nights, Chris days and cozy nights. Okay. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be exploring fall's magic, because there's a lot of things that go on in October. Can you believe it? I can't believe that we're in October already, but we are. So the first thing that we have, or I want to say, is I want to talk about, is fall and seasonal changes. So in autumn or fall is really a transitional season marked by cooler temperatures, shorter days, and colorful changes in nature, especially in regions with uh, decide. I think that's what, let me get this word right. Decide the this. I've been saying this word all day. Now I can't say it. Deciduous trees. Lord help me. Let's take a closer look at the various aspects of fall. And so that's basically what this episode is about, because in October, there's a lot of things going on. And if you notice, I'm wearing my fall colors as well to support the autumn season. So the first thing that you kind of notice is nature and the scenery. So you'll notice that the leaves start to change. So as the temperature drops, trees like maple, oak, and aspen change from green to vibrant shades of red, orange, yellow, and gold. That's what I'm wearing this evening. And this happens because chlorophyll breaks down, revealing pigments like, I think, let me say, carotenoids and anthocyanins. Oh, this science terminology, or sometimes the wording can be above me. Okay. but also wildlife migration. So what you'll see, fall is a season for migration. You'll see birds, like the geese flying south for the winter. You might also notice animals preparing for hibernation, like squirrels. They'll start gathering nuts and all of those things. And then the weather changes in many regions. The days become cooler and crisp with frost, sometimes appearing in the morning, which sometimes we call dew, but it's really frost. And fall also brings rain and wind, especially as it gets cooler, as it gets closer to winter. All right. That I believe that's basically what is the first thing um, that you kind of notice uh, when fall is getting ready to come. The weather kind of changes. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the Midwest because I live in the Midwest. And the Midwest, I believe, has the most changing of it all. And it's just a beautiful thing. And I'm going to talk about a few of the places that you can go to kind of view those changes as well. So let's move on. So during the autumn and the fall season, you'll have seasonal activities. These are just activities that you can look forward to during this time, during autumn and fall. So one of those activities is apple picking and cider making. So at this time, orchards start opening up for apple picking and many other and many of them offer apple cider or cider donuts and fall treats. Now I love picking. There's two orchards that I really enjoy going to. One of them was Ranke Apple Orchard, and it was located in Indiana. And I believe it is. I'm trying to remember because I believe it was um, Maryville, Indiana. But I love that. I used to take my children because I'm a retired school teacher, so I used to take my children there uh, because the apple orchards was down a hill, and the trees were kind of low. So that the children were able to get that experience. And I taught early childhood children, 3, 4, 5, 6 year olds. And they were able to get that hands on experience of picking the apples. Now, it was just a great experience. We took pictures. They were very grateful for that. They had a good time, but it was difficult for them to get that bag of apples up the hill, but we managed to get them all up and get on the bus. But needless to say, they was rolling everywhere around. I really didn't never made cider, but I've made apple juice from taking the apples that you get and just, putting them in a juicer and making apples. And then there is another place that I used to go to that I loved as well called Crane Apple Orchard. And this one is in, um, I believe it's Fenville, Michigan. And as you can see, I like to drive and get out and do all kinds of things. And so I'll tell you some of these things. I'll tell you my experiences and stuff that I've had. But this place was just, you could pick your apples if you wanted to, or they had a beautiful restaurant there, and they would, and a store, and you could buy the apples. They showed bushels of apples, all different kinds of apples. And that's what I also liked about the other apple orchard. They even had their trees labeled, so the kids couldn't read it, but you could tell them as you were going what kind of apples they were picking. And you might not know this, but there are so many variations and so many different types of apples out here. You know about the Fuji and the Apple Crisp and the Red Delicious and the yellow. You know about those, but there are others, and there's quite a few of them as well. And then another seasonal thing that might be going on. is pumpkin patch and carvings. Now, pumpkin patches become popular spots for families. This is a great place for a family to go to, and people can choose pumpkins for decorations. And they can also choose pumpkins for recipes and soups, and also for carving jack o' lanterns. And jack o' lanterns is just another name for pumpkin. Now, this is another activity. Not only did I do this as a family activity, but I also took my children to the pumpkin farm. And in Illinois, there are many, many pumpkin patches and pumpkin farms that you can go to. And since, I basically taught in the South, I always picked one which was located in the southern part, and there was one called Benston Pumpkin Farm. Um, that we went to, and it was just fabulous, fabulous. It was a fabulous place. They had stores, haunted houses, all kind of hay rides, all kind of things going on. Just a great experience for my children, because I taught inner city children. So it was, some of them had never ever probably been to a pumpkin farm. So it was great to be on a bus ride and, and go through all those things as well. Then the other activity that we don't really do this one too much in Illinois, but leaf peeping, and this is in regions with a lot of desolate trees. Leaf peeping refers to the activity of traveling using the colorful, well, really traveling just to see the scenery, the colorful foliage. It's a popular spot for leaf peeping, and it's included in the Northeast, Midwest, and some parts of the South is where it is. So, and then the other activity that you would have, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the people going and seeing the leaves and the scenery, and a little bit further along in the presentation. But also bonfires and cozy nights. As the air cools, many people enjoy spending evenings around a bonfire, making s'mores or warming up with hot cocoa or cider. It's also a time for cozying up indoors with blankets and a good book. Now, this is the time where I like to use my fire pit, and I want to go outside and I just put the logs in. And it is good to have, the s'mores and all that. But this is a good season. I really like using my fire pit during the fall season. It just warms you up somewhat. All right, let's move on. And also during this fall and season time, you'll have seasonal foods. Also, this is the time when it's harvest time, really. Fall is the time for harvest, meaning fresh produce. Like this one, you see the pumpkin, and the pumpkin is a squash. So you see different types of squash. You'll see sweet potatoes. You'll see corn and apples. Like I just told you before, apples are abundant. Okay, and so if you get a chance, go to an apple orchard, and you can either pick them, or sometimes they have them they're already picked or whatever. I said I was going to go. I still, if I can find the time, I do want to go, because I want to make apple butter or apple jelly. I'm getting into canning a little bit. So, seasonal recipes, so foods like pumpkin, pie, apple crisp, soups, and stews become popular as people crave warmer, healthier meals. Spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove are frequently used in both sweet and savory dishes. So, this is the time of the year where those flavors come together, and your house is just smelling like a holiday. You know what I'm saying? So we're preparing ourselves for the seasonal things. So we're going to take a little break here, and we're going to go to a commercial. And then we are going to come back and I'm going to talk a little bit about fall festivals and local events in the Midwest. Now, these events that I'll be talking about, they possibly could be going on in your community as well. But these are some of the things that happen in the Midwest. And I don't just per se mean Illinois, I mean Midwest. So let's take this brief commercial and then we will be right back.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Anna. I am the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast, where we inspire, encourage, and empower you to live a blessed and healthier lifestyle. This evening, we're talking about, since it is the beginning of October, we're talking about autumn and fall activities. And so I kind of talked about the scenery and stuff. So we want to move on and we're going to talk about some of the fall festivals and local events in the Midwest. So in the Midwest, really and truly, we're known for fall festivals, which celebrate the harvest, local traditions, and the beauty of the season. So I'm going to give you some types of fall events that you can explore. You know, you could take your family to, these events are not just prevalent to the Midwest. I'm sure that other regions of the country also has fall festival events as well. It's just that the Midwest might have a little bit more because we have so much change in the scenery as well. So we have harvest and Oktoberfest celebrations. So many towns hold Oktoberfest events that celebrate German culture with beer, Bradsworth, music, and dancing. You might you might find these in places like Cincinnati, Ohio, and La Crosse, Wisconsin, both which are known for large Oktoberfest events. Now we do have an Oktoberfest, and you know Illinois or where I live near the Chicagoland area. Uh, we have so many different nationalities and so many cultures that we do have these different celebrations throughout the state of Illinois, at least in the Chicagoland area. And we also have harvest festivals, and these celebrate the local agricultural bounty with farmers markets, hay rides, corn mazes, and craft fairs as well. So during the month of October, it's a great time to take, and they're usually moderately priced. Some of them might even be free. This is a good time or a good way to take your family out where you don't have to spend a lot of money. You know what I mean? Then we have apple festivals, okay? The Midwest states like Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota are known for apple orchards. Towns often host apple festivals that feature fresh cider, apple-themed baked goods, pie contests, fresh apple pies, and even live entertainment. So I'm going to tell you really and truly, the state of Illinois does a lot of festivals. I have even been to a Vulture festival. So I think if you could find it, but they do have apple festivals, and it's just great. You know, it's just really a great opportunity. I'm ahead of my notes here. Let me get back to where I'm supposed to be. Okay. The next one is corn mazes and hay fields. Have you ever did a corn maze? Oh my God, I did one. I didn't think I was going to ever get out. Oh God. So many farms create elaborate corn mazes for families and thrill seekers. These mazes often feature themes or challenges to make them even more exciting. So some of them, like during the October of the Halloween season, they might be haunted. You know what I'm saying? But I have been through those corn mazes, and you like, oh God, am I gonna ever get out of? I don't think I would go in now because I have to use the bathroom, and I just would have to come out to use the bathroom. You know, when you get older, you have to go. You have to go to the bathroom. So hey, but I used to really enjoy it. And hay rides are popular family activities, allowing participants to ride through scenic fields or pumpkin patches while enjoying the crisp fall air. And when I took my children to the pumpkin farm, I always let them get on a hay ride, and that hay ride, oh, was just wonderful. They would ride around the field, and the air would be blowing. Oh, we just had a ball. My kids had a ball. They slept all the way back home, really. So I know they had a good night when when their parents back, because I really gave some very nice, interesting field trips for my babies. I called them my babies because they were my babies. All right. So during this time, like I said, you're going to find haunted houses and Halloween events. Fall is also a time for spooky events. The Midwest is home to several famous haunted houses and ghost tours, such as the haunted Galena Ghost Walk in Illinois or the 13th floor haunted house in Chicago. So many towns also have trunk or treat. It's a safer trick or treating event. Usually it's held at a church or maybe a community center. Uh, and there are costume contests and Halloween theme parades as well. So there's quite a bit, like I said, it's quite a bit of activities or things that you can do in the month of October as well. I'm looking at my notes, make sure I'm doing everything. So, all right, we're going to take another commercial break, and then we will be right back, and we're going to continue talking about activities or that you can venture on with. Oh.
Does this resonate with you? Has a company ripped you off in the past? SettleShark is changing how consumers get money back from companies. SettleShark assists consumers during the entire process, from beginning to end. Our process is simple, convenient, affordable, and powerful. You're in control. We are here to help you. Contact us today at www.settleshark.com or call 1-888-704-0708.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. I am Anna. I am the host of Sweet Blessings, and this evening we are talking about October and the things that happen in October, autumn and fall, and different things that you can take your family to as well. So let's move on here. So wine and cider tasting. So with fall brings harvest time for many vineyards and apple orchards. There are numerous wine and cider festivals. For example, the Illinois Grape Growers and Vintners Association hosts wine festivals featuring local wines, often paired with regional food. And I have been to a wine tasting thing. And I put this up here because when I went to it, this is basically how they had the wine set up in different glasses and so forth. So you could kind of get a taste of each of the wines. It was very, very interesting. I've had it done this way. And then there's another restaurant that they do their own wine, and what they do is they have wine testing, so that you can purchase the wine. You can, I think, taste up to 3 or 4 of them, and then you can decide which one you want. You can become a member of a wine club. So, but this is during the time, it is during this time that you it's harvest time. And so I always wondered how they have the wines, and they would, do this and sniff, and this is from this year, and all of that. I'm not a wine connoisseur, so I wouldn't even know what to look for. But I did enjoy the wine tasting event as well. Now, I wanted to talk to you about this one too, because fall color train ride. So, because there are several Midwestern regions which offer train rides through the countryside. Minnesota and Wisconsin, it's called the St. Croix Valley Railway. And they often have foliage train tours that give passengers a beautiful view of the autumn leaves. So I kind of took this picture so you can kind of see, because even sometimes when you're driving on the highway, it's such a beautiful thing when you see the trees as well, not just the train ride, but also when you're driving, you'll see the beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing. The different colors, that it's amazing. Nature to me is so 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 amazing. God is a wonderful thing, really, that how He does it. And let's not forget about arts and craft fairs. During this time, you are going to see a lot of these, and this is a good thing because you can find really unique gifts that you can give um, for the fall, or for school, or for teachers and stuff like that. So it's a great time to explore festivals where local artisans sell handmade goods like candles, pottery, jewelry, and seasonal decorations. Many of these festivals have live music, food trucks, and family friendly activities. So, and usually they're quite free. Most of them are free, and you can just go around. You can purchase from the tables, and they might have entertainment and so forth there. But it's just a great opportunity to get some unique um, gift ideas for your family and friends. Also, during this time, you have football and tailgating. Okay, you see all these activities you could be doing. So, in the Midwest, football season is in full swing in October. Whether it's college football or the NFL, tailgating and game day festivities are a major part of fall culture. Events often include cookouts, bonfires, and community gatherings. It's amazing. So a lot of those type of things go along, and I'm sure it goes on, especially for football. So what I want to say is these festivals and activities highlight the community spirit and the natural beauty of fall in the Midwest. Whether you're into arts and crafts, outdoor activities, or food, drinks, there's something for everyone to enjoy during the fall. All you have to do is get out there and go. And another resource I will always tell you is your local library, because your local library does have activities or they might have an agenda of where things are happening in your community or in the nearby communities. So there's no excuse for you not to take your family out. And also, I want to say that there are churches that have different types of activities as well. So I want to, I want to say thank you all for attending Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and podcast. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope that this evening that I have been able to inspire you. I hope that I have been able to encourage you. And I hope I have been able to empower you to live a blessed and healthier lifestyle. I want to wish you a happy Halloween if I don't get a chance to do it before. But I also want you to tune in next week. I have another great topic for you. And I'm hoping that you will enjoy it as well. It will have something to do with maybe some of the activities or things that is going on in October. So I am going to leave you this evening with what I call my 3 L's. It's 3 of them. So hold on. Yes, my 3 L's. And the first L is to live. So I want you to live your life. Life is short. And so you want to live your life to the fullest you are. Don't let anybody bust your bubble. Because people are like that out here. They do that. They're jealous and all of that. If you believe deep in your heart, then that's what you do. The second thing is to laugh. You know, I laugh all the time because I always do some crazy things. So I laugh at myself, and that's okay. It's okay to laugh at yourself. But you know what? Laughter is so good for the soul. And so you want to make sure that you have some laughter in your day. Don't be sad. You know, be joyful. And then the last thing, which is to me the most important thing, is to love. Make sure you love. Love is important, you all. The most important person that you need to love is yourself. Self-love. Self-love is so important. So throughout the next week, find some way to spread a little kindness. It doesn't hurt. It's free. And remember to smile. Smiling to another person can really change their life as well. So with that, I am going to bid you adieu and hope to see you all next week, same time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you have a great one.